My family moved from the east side of the state over to this side of the state in roughly 1999, and it's myself, and I have a middle brother, Jeremy, who was diagnosed with Down syndrome, and then a younger brother under him. And when we came over here, first thing we did is started looking for a church, even before we started looking for a house, because we were going to find a church family and then find a house to be near that and be a part of that. And I can't tell you how many different churches that we visited and went to. And there's that time, and those of you who have been in this scenario before will understand this, that you walk in the church and your nerves start going because you know you're about to walk either to a children's ministry or to a youth ministry or something, and you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know whether you're going to walk up there and you're going to get acceptance or you're going to get rejection or what's going to happen. And so many times we would walk up and we would bring Jeremy to the children's area, and they would say, I'm sorry, we don't have anything for him. Like, we don't have any space for him. And then we did walk into one church that became a really big part of our lives for a long time. And I remember walking into the church and my parents walking in and feeling that same awkwardness. And they walked in, and the first thing they did was greet him with a smile and said, welcome in, and opened the door and brought him into the class without even really knowing what was going to happen. But they welcomed him in, and it made a difference. And I tell you that for two reasons. One, because although I think we're doing a good job, church, there's areas where we can improve, and I think we all saw that today, and I'm excited to see what comes of that. But number two, I want you to know that as somebody who's grown up with a brother who has Down syndrome, it's still awkward for me. I don't have all the answers when it comes to helping all of the different types of people that we have here in this church and the ones that we want to be here, a part of what we're doing. And so don't take what we've talked about today as any type of shame or discouragement that we're not doing a good enough job. Take it as an invitation to come into something better that we can do. That we have a training that we've put together that hopefully can help us as a church be more open and being more accessible in many ways, and we hope to bring a lot of information there. So hear me as we want you at this training. In fact, I'd love to call it mandatory if I had the power to do it, but I don't. But I really would like all of you to be there. That's on August 23rd. It's our Neurodivergent Training Day. It's a whole day filled with special speakers and roundtables on how we can take this information and implement here at SCC, and then hopefully many other churches around the area that can come be a part of that as well to make their churches better, more accessible. And so we're excited for that, so we'd ask you to be here for that. Let me close.